So hello and welcome everyone, and hello and welcome to our at-home web viewers. We are in Philadelphia, the epicenter of liberty and poetry, for a tiny tour in support of Dorothy Alasky's first book of poetry from Wave Press, Awe. And poets, if we're lucky, have homes, and tonight we are lucky to be in Dorothy Alasky's home in the living room. This is the second of 6 room tours we'll be in, and so tonight, would you call this the living room?
Yes.
This is the living TV room. And let's see, I made some notes here. Dorothea, her poetry is really great and filled with wonderful and exciting things. Likewise, this room is filled with wondrous and exciting curiosities, and Dorothea has asked that we not touch anything. Seriously, don't touch anything, except for the hors d'oeuvres in the kitchen, and then afterwards join us for some cake, courtesy of Caked Cakes in Brooklyn, www.cakedcakes.net. They gave it for free. And you too can have a chocolate cake baked for you by 2 beautiful women in Brooklyn. So we are going to start. We have 4, definitely 3, potentially 4 artists sharing their work with us tonight. And the first is Frank Sherlock. He's the author of Wounds in an Imaginary Nature Show, published by Night Flag Books. Spring Diet of Flowers at Night by Mooncalf Press, ISO, a furniture press, and 13. Ixnay Press. Forthcoming chapbook publications include Daybook of Perversities and Main Events by Sigist, am I saying that right? Sigist Press. Over Here by Catalanche Press, and a collaborative poem with Brett Evans entitled Ready to Eat Individual. He is alive and sweating tonight in Philadelphia. Frank Sherlock.
Thanks, Chris. Cheers to everyone here and at home. Nobody drank. You just doomed me. Word of peace with the great Southern writer Brett Evans, New Orleans poet, called Ready to Eat Individual, and it's this long poem. I'm going to read 3 sections from it, and it is kind of a state of the city in the year 1 AK, after Katrina, and also kind of a NOLA journal. And the title, Ready to Eat Individual, is named after the rations that were dropped on survivors from the storm in 2005. This is for Lucy. The post-apocalyptic muffaletta resembling a comeback city is seasoned with graffiti on abandoned refrigerators. NOPD beat me down. Jefferson Safe Deposit. NOPD beat me down. Love saves. Endymion uptown again in the abbreviated Mardi Gras gives mid-city carnival pangs. The LRA makes a promise to pave a road home for the right of return. You from the West Bank? Nah, I'm from West Bank. America's #1 belly fat pill has been slipped in as meat in this sandwich. Tonight's project, to align these chakras with someone new. You irresistible arsonist, you, burning the infidelity dossier and disguising as a pious companion. Who travels to figure out? I've come to be misled. Put some serious English on your tail and I'll be your part-time colonist. I'm drawn in by daybreak breath. I'm cut free by the tongue with tough-ass accents from a tender red AMLO supporter. It has been determined years ago that I will never learn. The saints may never prosper here, so many martyrs, so many blessings to never be rewarded. I will not believe this, because I am from Philadelphia. Recovery can only be understood in numbers. Ex-Bywater, ex-Lakeview, ex-Jefferson, ex-Orleans East, ex-Rescue on X day got X-entry finding X-bodies. A homeless vet rebuilds a 7th Ward house to shelter 8. Yesterday's turnover ratio was a -3. A second surge gate is planned on the West Bank lining Harvey and Algiers for 40 miles. It won't be safe for 15 years. Ed Bradley sang 60-Minute Man this spring at Jazz Fest. He exists now only on film. Marcellus hums into a kiss goodbye for the Torn City's friend felled by the terrorist cancer. Indie documentarian Brad Will is gone, murdered by scum in Oaxaca. The Lower East Side has an empty space. A force of deliverance makes room for another commercial. Justice is rarely done in death. So what? I'm a fact junkie, but I truly jones for the unquantifiable. I still miss journalism whenever the news is on. Part 7. Army Corps of Engineers promised to repair the levees, and they mean it this time. Got it bad, got it bad, got it bad. I'm hot for Reaper. Instead of speculation, maybe we'll design adorable submarines until the job is done. I need to have a conversation with the moon. I see a lot of raw material, but tonight is not someday, and we need the shine to guide us home. We could smell our way through the world if we have to, but why should we have to? Give us what you got, motherfucker. Give us what you got. Mother-in-law spoils to cook a bitch a dirt nap. Until that someday, lamp oil is essential as both guide and ritual. Burn that witch Katrina in the bushes in her womb. Effigy smoke can be seen from an airplane unless the shade is closed. Here's to bearing children with helicopter hands. The funky yodel is my snout howling while you eat into the mirror. Strange grits are stirred into butter with a sense we're not alone. The imaginary friend at your breakfast table is here to keep you strong. There's no tobacco evidence, but there's pipe smell in the shotgun. Much has been made of the subcommandante's eyes, but there's magic in yours too. A trinity of metals conducts a dim hum of energy, relics of a faith you almost lost. Basta, then basta. Let us be this new city and liberate ourselves. We can swear ourselves into a parallel government while the sun is coming up. I just want to act as your companion species, since rulers are for losers. This moment in the history of history, we might climb through the window to coronate ourselves as monarchs of our skin. Call this kiss an insurrection anyway. Sometimes, utopia is as delicious as it sounds. I have located the glorious new capital on the map in the small of your back. There are desire lines, the future stains, at one with the long grains of memory. I want to ring this traveling light for the elder Arturos who said, I'm from the 9 and I don't mind dying, and died. Ring. For those in Houston, ring. For those in Salt Lake, ring. For those in denial, ring, ring, ring. And Miss Marva is still having to sing, a change is gonna come. Life begins again on the back porch that saved the gang. Shout this for Diva Lou, G-Rock, K-Dork from the street. What's going on? I don't know. Follow a clue to piety and see if you can get back. We are all dogs and we run together.